for the Rams, and we are underway. On the hop from the 3-yard line, smacked Anderson. He is in the pistol, perhaps one of the better quarterbacks you have not for the Rams to start. That'll make it first, and D is very happy to be playing for the Rams as Grayson now throws complete, and the big man to watch.
There's not just one go-to guy.
Now they flash the end around with Hansley, number 25. Keep an eye on that Max. The scouts are watching it. Sambrelo does a pretty good job that time and almost intercepted. We'll keep an eye on number 8. Off the side of his foot, going to be out of in that left slot. Now he moves far to the outside, and they're going to bring him around on a reverse and throw it back. It's a lateral pass downfield. Clay's got it. A trick play to open the game. That play, Devontae Booker, he gets his first carry behind the right side. Daylight. And he crossed the field. Almost completely across with 4 wides. And then the quarterback keeps it and scores. He
talked about with Travis Wilson
on the first Colorado State drive. So Grayson trying to get the running game going, and that was D. Hart. Has checked in as the running back. Play action. Complete, but it's third. 4 wide receivers on this third down for Grayson. 30-yard line. This is a much better punt than his first one. And it goes out of bounds, but Devontae Booker from Sacramento, California. Booker now kind of offsets to the left, and he will get the carry, and he goes nowhere. 2 would be their second receiver that they like to go to. And here is Wilson, covered off to the right. He's good on the move. There's a penalty flag. Check this.
Offense, number 73.
Team from the Utah 20-yard line. And they will bring a speedster, McCormick. McCormick getting some playing time today, and now we can see why.
On the perimeter.
Remember, that was 2nd and 19, folks, and a 49-yard run. Booker's back out as a receiver. They throw in underneath now, and that's tough.
The last one made a great throw under duress.
And they come on back now with the end around, and that is Dave Christensen, the former Wyoming head coach, Missouri offensive coordinator, calling the plays. And Booker is... Tonga moves over to that side. Play action. They're looking for Clay. Can they find him? And they come back to the open man, and it was caught. Touchdown. That was a...
It looks like Utah's just that here today.
Another good kickoff by Phillips. He's coming out. Here comes Gaines. And Gaines out to the...
Exciting to watch.
Indeed. Well, I'll be worth looking at tonight. Here's Gerald's on that delay. And motion out of the backfield. And that's a 20-yard gain. They get their initial first down. They've got the ball at midfield. Gerald's is still a running back.
On rhythm.
Grayson wants to set that screen pass with Higgins, and he was jumped immediately. Very good here. 3rd and 9. And that's interference.
Defense, number 15.
39-yard line. Grayson flips that screen over to the outside. They're going to throw it back now to Grayson. He's got a wall. Big gain. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Rams. Was the hero of that New Mexico. And here comes a little onside kick attempt. And it is Booker is the running back for the Utes. Big hole in the middle. Breaks free. End zone. Touchdown, Utah. Pretty good now. Phillips' leg going to be a little tired at the intermission here. And running up his Gaines. Gaines taken down around the 20.
Personal foul. Late hit. Receiving team.
Rams spread the field. D. Hart now moves into the backfield. He gets the first carry. It's interesting. Dave out and 7. Play action. Has plenty of time. He's got 82. And the big play, Rashard Higgins. Kevin O'Brien is the center. Snaps it to Grayson. Grayson dances away from trouble. There's a penalty flag on the combine. Another rabbit out of the hat here. After that toss play to D, and not much doing
For this team on both sides of the ball.
They like that post with Rashard Higgins if they can get there. Grayson looks and comes in underneath that time to the taller Williams. Defense, entirely different offensive formation after that timeout. Grayson hit under enormous pressure that time, and Nate Orchard. And he, state troopers in Utah move off to the side.
Yeah, it's the holidays.
Fielded now by the short man up at the 20-yard line. That was Henderson who moved up to take it. Booker is alongside Wilson. Play action to him, and Wilson on the move. Wanted Clay, who was open. Three receivers to the right. Booker looking for daylight. And
Got to step.
Utes need 5 yards for a first down. Wilson throws for it. First down, Utah. That speedster you mentioned, Jesse. They're going to flare to him. He's got it in a foot race. And he stopped at the Andre Lewis, the receiver, off to the left. And Wilson keeps it on that read option. Wilson on the move. First down, play.
The gain was made after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 8.
Conferences.
Yeah, they used to play each other in the Mountain West. Wilson on 1st and 10 goes long, and it is intercepted.
After the play, personal foul, late hit, defense, or intercepting team number 93.
Grayson up under center, uses Gerald's in the middle of that defense. Second down. They stuff the running play again. Gerald's, and this will Tulale is number 93, and he's only a freshman. They're in on Grayson, but he gets it off. However, it'll be a punt. Kalen Clay waits to give the Utes field position. From the 41, slips the first defender, but he's out of bounds. Stick right with us now. We've got 1st and 10. Booker and Wilson keeps it on that read option, and Wilson matriculates down to the from the Rams 40-yard line. Booker tried to cut back, and he's going to give ground. Now he breaks away from the defender and jumps over another one. That was a pretty spectacular
at Colorado State, and it really gets this thing going, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
And
you know, that's kind of the same thing we're doing here, and you know, I'm excited that we did get our defense coordinator on board, obviously Jeff Collins from Mississippi State.
To run when nothing's open downfield.
Hey, these guys got a lot of similarities to Brock.
Peyton Manning's backup, and what we heard is that they really like him up there. And here comes Booker now, and he's not going to be able to get the first down as Mac.
And yet get the right fit for the area that you're in, and I think we were able to do that at Colorado State.
It looks like Wilson's.
Jesse, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Phillips attempts the field goal, and looks like it's on the money. Overall, this is as good as it gets for the entire bowl picture this year. Fielded at the 4-yard line. Here's Gaines again for Colorado State. Got a hole this time, and he's out there.
Yeah, he's on a stage.
First down is Grayson with a completion. You know,
There's 7-1 in bowl games under him.
that's a very, very good point. Play action here. Grayson comes in underneath, and it is Lovett. Remind everybody that that was the 3rd and final timeout of the half for Colorado State. Grayson sacked. He's down at the 30. Is the ball free?
Not a fumble. It's the correct call. But again, we talked about pass protection, how it needs to be key. Bad right there.
2nd and 20, and Grayson in trouble again. There is no question. And there's a
Holding, offense, number 50.
the speed that the Seattle Seahawks have built an unbelievable defense around. Here's a pitch now to D. Hart, trying to stretch it and cut back. And well short.
The country.
Yeah, they'll be taking a very close look at him. A high punt, and there's the fair catch signal by Clay. First down and 10 for that gunslinger right now. And They'll come with Booker on that running play.
2-yard gains turn into 5-yard gains, and that keeps third downs manageable.
Second down and 3, play action. Wilson going to go deep, got a man up. Would have had a touchdown with Clay that time. Advantage of that first down run. They were
they got gashed earlier.
It's really, you know, I kick it maybe 5 or 6 times a game. The pigskin, he said, in fact, it's the bacon. I kicked the bacon. Well, he kicked the bacon that time, and that was tough.
There is no foul for blocking the back. Tom, congratulations. Well done.
Gerald's checks in as the running back. I want to follow up on that story because he's a bit of a character, folks. He's 100% Aussie. That means you love spender down, which is unusual for them. Not this time. They pick up the first down. Hansley, we've got 3:53 remaining here in the first half. They're down a couple of touchdowns, and Gerald's breaks a tackle. D. Hart in as the blocking running back, and incomplete. And they flush Grayson. He's on the run, and he's not going to get it.
Twins together, coming up with a good sign. Nice.
2 twins, eh? You'd have had a scoop if it had been a different number. So 89 yards. He can have a 100-yard half here if they throw in underneath to him on first down, and he was out of. Actually, I thought he had a couple more yards before he stepped out, but the official was right there and made the call. In State down in Albuquerque a year ago, they're going to have to make another rally. Wilson throws for the first down.
There's no foul for offensive pass interference. First down.
So first down, Wilson straight back. Going to flare it off to the side using his running back again. Booker is out to the.
You know, a couple more yards here, they'll get in his range.
Utah with a couple of timeouts remaining. Dump it off. Running back with a great first minute. Working the far side of the field, and he'll throw this one away to stop the clock. Wilson fires, and that out of bounds is.
That would have been good on Sundays.
Trying to get just a little bit closer. Wilson out of bounds, and 2 penalty flags come.
Offensive pass interference. The pass was ruled uncatchable. It will be second down.
It was about a 5-yard difference when you leave altitude in Utah. Wilson going to have to get down and call timeout. At Utah, like the punter to become the holder. He pulls it a little bit off the upright, and no good.
Maybe make that a reality.
Big play, Clay waits, and he's coming out. Not a wise decision. Complete on first down. 3 wide receivers on the left, and Booker, the running back. Looking for daylight, trying to stretch it. Explosive, and he is pounded at the.
Port the run, take a lesson. Ooh. I guess you were worried about Colorado State coming out in the second half, not being ready to play. Man, oh man.
Book replaces McCormick. Wilson throws back to Scott for the first. Keeps it on the read option. Out of bounds at the.
They're light, limited at the TV spot.
Deflected. Incomplete. Against the pressure, incomplete. Utah forced to punt. We've got 2 deep man. Fair catch is signaled for Ohio State. And we shall see. And here comes D. Hart with the first carry.
Game for them on offense.
Second down and 7, coming back with the transfer from Alabama. By far his best run.
Having rushed for 16 touchdowns.
So from the 32-yard line, they flare him as a receiver, and then they go to the out. Quick throw to Higgins, who cuts for a nice gain to the Utah. Grayson And a beautiful good touch on the ball. NFL taking a long look at him. D-Hart going nowhere. Thrown back by that strong, long situation right from the beginning of a series. And Grayson from the pocket fires. Incomplete.
That's from Sombrero.
Fumble. Ball loose. The initial signal is that it was saved by Colorado State, and bowl win of a year ago. Not going to hit this one. Booker in as the running back on a cutback. Booker breaks free to the 46-yard. Picking up the tempo here a little bit now. Coming right on back with him. He's already had a 100-yard day. Second down. Throwing off the read option. Got one-on-one. Incomplete. And that was Jason. So Wilson was off for that play. And now from the pocket, he'll take off. Penalty flag is thrown as he is banging.
Holding offense, number 73.
You know, penalties like that, it's not what we were meaning.
Here's Booker again, and he crosses the 40.
Not give out injury reports for their guys.
Play action by Wilson, looking down the middle of the field. Got a man open. Incomplete. That is twice.
With a hit on.
Third down and 6 for the Utes. Good protection, and this time Clay is free for the first down. And two of the wide receivers who have checked in, and they're going to run Booker. And
Time as a running back there, so he's got athleticism.
here he hands it off. No, read option, keeps it, and he crosses the 50. He stays right there. Hands off to Booker, runs into his own lineman, and then when he bounces back, the tight end is flexed off to the right. Wilson on that read option. Touchdown, Utah. That trip. Short. Fielded at the 28-yard line. And it will 7 miles away from the strip out here. Grayson ready to see what he can do, and incomplete. It'll be second.
Talk about the basketball team playing tonight.
Yeah, it's a good doubleheader. With the running attack, Gerald's going nowhere. Grayson again in trouble. Incomplete and intended. Hunt punts it away again. And it'll bounce out of bounds. Wilson hits his running back. Wilson on 2nd and 9 gives it back to Booker, and Utah.
Travis Wilson might be gone.
He's got man coverage. Wilson looks, though, to the sideline, and they stack 3 wide receivers on the right. And here comes McCormick, the speedster. And
rodeo. You called the Utah game before.
and on back with his running back. Changes directions, and he's to the out of 30 seconds here in the third quarter. And second down, Wilson, who's been dangerous as a runner, is 23. He's rushed for 133 yards, looking for more. And I want to talk about running injury factor. Punt is hung up in the air by Hackett. Fair catch.
Football lights out. He's going to have to throw it under duress.
So that wide receiver screen. 5 receivers out wide. Under enormous pressure. On the ground, Grayson, did he come up and fumble it again? It's Utah football. Wilson. And Wilson, touchdown. 2 in a row for the quarterback for Utah, which has in the bowl games. Just unbelievable. Gains, and he's to the 34. Rams, his favorite team. They've got the football now, and couldn't hang on. But he's just won a minute, Jesse. Second down and 10. Hit on the release, intercepted, picked off. Jacoby Hale
Florida State to deal with.
And so they switch quarterbacks again. Wilson has had a great day, and now a cutback. McCormick breaks free, and he has to sign a check every year. Okay, and that is Shelton's in it. Bubba Poole.
The way they've played on offense, defense, and specialty.
And when you went out to their practice and watched it, when it came time to knuckle down to business, this Utah team did exactly that. This time their coverage lets up a little bit and gains, but he's short of the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, he was a little bit better athlete than I was.
Number 71.
They hit Billy Kill.
Ball team prepared to play.
It's obviously a point of emphasis with him, Jesse, and he also gets the practice session is important. Now, they still have a lot to build with when you get that offensive line back. High and grabbed. Grayson drops it off underneath to Gerald's. Picks up another first.
After the play, personal foul, late hit, offense, number 11.
So it could be a very interesting year for Utah in the South.
Oh, Higgins is ripped that time. 2nd down and 7. Drops it off now to Hart. 3rd and 2, and then we're going to put the Utah schedule up, and you'll throw it away, and it'll be 4th.
It's going to be tough.
What a great punt. Clay at the 15. Looking for a big play. Can he get an alley? Keep away. Dave Brown.
Illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 11.
Utah headed for a win here in Las Vegas, and they're going to use.
He's familiar with the recruiting in the SEC. I think that all bodes well for Jim McElwain as he starts his tenure at Florida.
Right now. On the roll, caught for a first down by Scott. Having thrown for 158 and rushed for another 140, Booker will be his big competition.
Been the offense.
So we'll take a look at Schultz here, and he'll hand to Booker.
He needs an extra year in the weight room. He's got to get better at pass protection before taking the next step.
Move the pocket. Schultz fires for that first down. Jesse, this is a pretty good. Coming back with his running back.
Game and risking an injury that might keep him out of the preseason. I'd have him out if I was Whittingham.
Diving ahead, short. Shows hands off, and Booker battling. Here's the handoff now again to Booker.
Season or a standing applause by the fans and his teammates.
A pool is in right now, Jesse.
And his family moving forward.
Jason Thompson is now on the field as the quarterback thrown. That ball will go back. Wilson was unbelievable. 91 yards making and 3 touchdowns. An incredible performance for our player of the game. And
line and sinker. He's better than that. I mean, this is the 8th time now he's won a bowl game. Don't know where that's coming from.
Grayson's in trouble. Strip. Ball loose. It may have been whistled dead.